Hi, Kori Blankenship here to talk about LANDFIRE's Biophysical Settings products. First, let's cover two important concepts. What is a biophysical setting, and why are biophysical settings important? A biophysical setting, or BpS, is a potential vegetation concept. It describes the ecosystem that may have dominated the landscape given a natural disturbance regime and the current climate. It is sometimes thought of as historical vegetation because it describes the dominant vegetation systems before European colonization. Biophysical settings are based on Nature Conservancy's ecological systems classification. Now, why might you care? Biophysical settings indicate the vegetation system that a site could support given a natural disturbance regime. In contrast, the existing vegetation layer shows the vegetation currently on a site. BpS encompass important ecological concepts such as succession and disturbance and account for other biophysical gradients including climate, soils, aspect, and elevation. This can be useful in a number of applications. It helps us understand the ecology of a site, it provides insight into the type of management actions that might be appropriate, and it allows us to measure change in vegetation conditions over time. Okay, now let's talk products. LANDFIRE creates two biophysical settings products, BpS maps and BpS models and descriptions. The BpS map is a spatial representation of the BpS concept that covers the entire United States. If you were interested in a particular ecosystem, say sagebrush steppe, you could use the BpS map to estimate its previous extent. You can contrast this to what's on the ground today using the LANDFIRE existing vegetation layer. For example, here I'm showing areas that would historically have supported sagebrush steppe ecosystems, that is, they are sagebrush steppe biophysical settings, that have been converted now to annual grasslands. The BpS map is delivered as a raster dataset just like most other LANDFIRE spatial products. Here you can see the legend and the name of each BpS. There are over 300 BpS types mapped in the United States. Now let's go over biophysical settings models and descriptions. BpS models are state and transition simulation models. They represent the succession and disturbance dynamics of each BpS before colonization. Each BpS model has a description document. This accompanying narrative describes the BpS concept, including its geographic range, site characteristics, and species composition. It also explains each state in the BpS model. LANDFIRE uses BpS models in a variety of ways, including to estimate pre-European colonization fire frequency, fire severity, and fire regime group. To learn more about BpS models and descriptions and how we at LANDFIRE are working to improve them, visit landfirereview.org. Now let's look at three connections between the BpS models and descriptions and the BpS map. First, the BpS description document defines the mapped vegetation system, including its dominant species and site characteristics. Second, the BpS model is used to estimate reference fire regimes. This estimate is reported in the description and is included in the BpS attribute table. You can use the attributes to map various aspects of the fire regime. Finally, you can connect the models and descriptions and BpS map units with the BpS model code. That code is on every BpS model and description, and you can find it in the map attribute table. For more information on the LANDFIRE BpS products, I recommend these open source resources.